Hello YouTube. So today I wanted to talk about time and how we use time, and this is going to be a kind of prose, semi-prose, semi-rambling video as I think about time, because I've been thinking about time a lot and how we spend our time in society today. I mean, time is our most important resource, and we don't really realize how much we have. I mean, when we were young, we didn't realize how much time there was. Now I work full time. That's about 8 hours, 5 days a week. I mean, I'm working 8 hours, 5 days a week. And I realize how little time I kind of actually have. I go home and have to decide whether I want to read a book, talk to friends, watch a video, play video games, consume media. There's a lot of different things that seem to take up my time, seem to fritter it away and away until I go to sleep, I wake up early, I go to work. It almost happens again and again, and we kind of get into that routine, we kind of get into that schedule, and we don't realize how much time we're actually losing and what we're spending it on. I mean, look at what I'm doing right now. I needed to go for a walk. I needed to get outside. I've been spending most of my Saturdays, the last 12 weeks or so, that's 3 months, watching live streams, D&D, RPG live streams. And that doesn't mean I didn't enjoy it, but that was about 6 hours of my Saturday as I watched them. And that was consuming up my time, and I wasn't getting as much exercise on the weekend as I needed to do. So now I'm walking, and I'm filming a video. I'm multitasking. And that's the thing that we see in our society today. We look for the efficiency of time. We look how we can be more efficient, get more out of our days. And that usually comes down to multitasking and consuming media while we're doing other things. I listen to podcasts while I work. Some people listen to music. Some people listen to audiobooks. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just... Hello, car. That's the one thing that's problematic with walking. A lot of sound distortion. Sound pollution. Besides that, though, back to my original point. There's nothing wrong with multitasking to try and be more efficient with our time. But why do we feel like we need to constantly consume? I mean, if you look at the news cycle today, all the 24/7 news cycle, how it's there, we consume and then it goes again. And the people in the news, the people on TV, all the media, they don't care if we're understanding. They don't care if we're engaging or if we have a community around whatever we're watching. They just want our eyeballs. They just want our eyeballs. They just want us to view the ads, get viewership. And you'll see a lot of the metrics to how successful a TV show or a news show or anything else is how many people were watching it during that time compared to other TV shows and stuff. And I mean, that's kind of changing now with Netflix and a few other pay-to-view TV shows and viewership streaming services. But even then, there is so much, and this is what I've been thinking about. There is so much to consume. I have a big to-read list. I have a big, even bigger video game to play list. I have TV shows that I want to watch, that I want to catch up on, that I have to schedule. I have to curate my time to what I want to consume. And then there's friends I want to see. And then there's my family that I should be talking to. There's all these things that I should be doing. And I'm an adult. I work full time as well. How am I going to have time to watch and consume everything I want to watch and consume? And the better question is, should I? Should I be spending all my time stressing out and worrying about what I'm missing? Because our culture today is so focused on what are you missing out on. I mean, look at the schoolyard. I remember when I was in school, and if you hadn't watched a TV show, if you wasn't caught up with something, you were considered uncool or not in that group. But I mean, there wasn't as much media as there is today. Kids in school today, they're constantly on their phones, constantly on YouTube, on Netflix, and all these other shows. They're barely getting enough sleep. They're stressed out by what they're missing out on. I mean, depression and anxiety has increased in our youth. I don't know the percentage, but a lot in the last 10, 15 years. These things we should be worried about. Should we consider how we're spending our time? I mean, one of the most fulfilling things that I've been doing over the past year more so is running D&D. I run 2 D&D groups now as a DM. That's extremely fulfilling for me. I spend about 6 to 8 hours most weeks switching between the 2 groups, just playing with my friends, writing for my friends, writing interesting things for them. And that's immensely fulfilling for me because I'm being social and I'm playing a game with them. I'm playing this collaborative game with them. And yeah, I'm missing out on stuff online. I have to catch up later if I even want to catch up later. But I'm enjoying myself a whole lot more than when I was just sitting in front of my computer watching stuff endlessly. Yeah, I still want to catch up with Doctor Who and a series of unfortunate events and a lot of the YouTubers that I've just stopped watching because I'm watching 3, 4 hour, 5 hour long live streams. And I'm assuming that's not different for a lot of people who are watching this video or a lot of people online. What's my point? What's the point of all this prose for this almost 7-minute long video you're certainly going to spend all of your time watching? I'm not deluding myself. No. My point is that let's think about time a bit more. Let's look at how much we're spending on media. How stressed are we when we miss out on something? When we want to quickly watch the VOD or catch up on our favorite Netflix show so we don't get spoiled. And if we're getting spoiled, how much time are we spending on Twitter or Facebook or Tumblr or Instagram? Just constantly on our phones, on media, never able to turn off our eyeballs. Go read a book, go for a walk, spend time with friends. What are we spending our time on? It's our most important resource. Anyway, that's been my thoughts for this video. I'm sorry it's a bit low quality. My camera is being repaired and I really wanted to film this video because I set time aside to actually film this video. I've been planning to film for 3 weeks. Am I a hypocrite? Well, I mean, I'm as much guilty as the next person about curating my time. Now, I'm not going to bother editing this, so I apologize for my coughs and sputters throughout this video, but I hope you have an awesome week. You may or may not see me next week. Hopefully my camera will be repaired, and don't forget to be awesome.